Sean here from Worldwide Red Show. You know what to do. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Just slam your finger on it. Now, please give me a thumbs up. Get in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from, what's going on. If you are a YouTuber or a football Twitter person, make sure you give me your contact information down below so I can follow you and support what you're doing, because that's how I roll. Anyway, it is Derby Day. Derby's over. United 0, City 0. What do I think about the match? Let me make this real quick. Ultimately, I feel like the game was a bore fest. I feel like I should go take a little nap now, recover from watching that. We would call it a cagey affair, I guess. For me, it felt like that. I guess you could look at it as a point. For me, I would say 2 points dropped, but for the manager, I guess he would say it's a point gained. So I'm not going to be negative. I'm going to say it's a point gained. Let you know what I thought about the match overall. Again, it was not one of the most exciting games of football I've watched. It definitely was not a typical Manchester derby. And honestly, once again, one of the big issues I have with our managers, and maybe it's because I would say it's because he's under pressure, but it's really what he's shown us many times since he's got the job, is that he sets up not to win a lot of times, but he sets up not to lose. And so all I'm saying is that if this was Jose Mourinho, we would be raging. Football Twitter, YouTube would be raging about the way that we played and set up today. So real quick, what did I think about the match? All right, let me just put it this way. Man of the match for me is probably Paul Pogba. I felt like for the majority of the game overall, he had the best game. He played well. He got into tackles. He carried the ball. He made great decisions, strong passes. He looked like he was engaged. So maybe it's putting himself in the shop window. I don't know. I feel like, playing him, I'm a little old school. So like I said, he's my favorite player, so I'm not slagging him off. But if I'm the manager, until he comes out and makes a statement about some things that's been said, I wouldn't play him. That's just me. However, the manager doesn't want to lose a game, so he's going to play his best players. I understand that. However, once again, I don't know when we don't play with some kind of double pivot. But here's the thing, guys. I am going to give some credit today to someone that you guys know I don't rate at all, Mr. Scotty McPassion. Because while he's a basic footballer, while he doesn't do really anything I can think of outside of knee slides, shout out Usman, because Usman did let me know that Scotty McPassion has the best knee slides in the team. So I stand corrected there. On the pitch, outside of knee slides, I don't know what he does better than Donny van de Beek. And the thing that frustrated me about this game was that in the 60th minute, when subs should start being made, the game was crying out for Donny van de Beek to come in so he could put another attacking player in and go for the win. But what happened was, Ole was coaching not to lose. He did not want to give up any ground, and it was obvious that City wasn't about to score on us. So he left it the way it was. I think that's really what happened. So here's the thing. Overall today, Scott did what Scott was supposed to do. So I would say, if I had to say the players I thought played the best today, Paul Pogba and Luke Shaw, to me, were the two best players. After that, I would say in moments in the match, maybe Harry Maguire, that fridge that everyone likes to talk about and say how terrible he is. And as I was talking to one of my new friends on football Twitter, the thing about Harry Maguire that annoys me is that this guy, he's so much indicative of our football team. He's either good or bad. Like he's consistently inconsistent. He's not one of those players right now that just stays on a great run of form. Or if he's not on a great run of form, he just kind of is just there, putting in six out of 10s. It's like he's either a 7-8 or a 2-3. And it's so annoying. It's so frustrating. But today he had some crucial blocks that I'm glad the big fridge got in the way, or it may have been a different game today. So I would say Maguire played okay. And Scotty McPassion, he played okay today. He did what he was supposed to do. Now, however, again, so much side-to-side passing, slow on the ball. But I'll say this, when it comes to derbies, Manchester Derby or when we play the Bin Dippers, I don't mind Scott playing in those games because, we need role players. And he is a guy that understands what those games mean to the fans. So he does do some of the dirty work. No one's as dirty as Fernandinho, by the way. That guy he commits so many fouls all game. It annoys me how this guy does not get literally 2 yellows every game. It blows my mind. But anyway, so overall, I know this is going to shock some of you that know me. I am giving Scott some credit. I felt like he did okay today, shielding the back four. He's a basic footballer. He didn't do anything amazing, didn't make any great passes, didn't do whatever. He's mid-table FC. That's what he is. But in these games, he shields and he plays hard. And sometimes in these games, you need the dirty stuff. So I'm going to stop and give him some credit today, credit where it's due. I'm sure he did everything the manager was expecting of him today. Outside of that, of course, Marcus Rashford, my guy, is born offside. He's offside a lot. Again, trying to make good runs, so I give him credit, but his timing is poor often. So he gets taken down the box. It was a penalty in my opinion, but he's offside. So again, this gives the manager the excuse. It's these fine margins. But it bugs me when we play games like this and we don't set up to win. Now, I will say this. I felt that today we didn't just sit back and try to break. I felt like we dominated more of the ball and we tried to play. So that in and of itself was a good thing. However, like I said, it was boring FC, man. It was terrible when it comes to I wasn't off my seat any. I just felt like I felt like both teams in some ways were happy with a point. And I know it's a long season, so many times that happens. So, hey, I'm glad that we got it. On to the next one. Obviously, the next game is against a team that's arguably playing actually not even arguably, I think they had the worst start in the history of the Premier League, so we should slap them up. And then guess what? We're still pushing for the top 4 spots. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the match today. Like I said, it wasn't an amazing one. Usually I have a lot more to talk about. Again, quick recap. Pogba, I thought, and Luke Shaw were standouts today, played well. AWB wasn't bad for some reason. I wish we could have Raheem Sterling against us every week because he usually plays pretty good against him. However, neither team was great. But it's a good point. Like I said, I think it's 2 points dropped because I don't think City's that great this year. And I think that we should have beat them. Again, here we are again with no subs FC. We warming people up just for the fun of it. Don't play them. This game was screaming for Donny van de Beek to come on in the 60th minute and another attacking option to come on and to go for the win. But again, I understand why the manager would do it because he's under a lot of pressure. And if we got hit on the break or we lost 1-0, everyone would be screaming, why didn't he just leave it the way that it was? So you're kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't. So I get it. Again, for me personally, why I support the club over everything when it comes to the manager, tactics coaching like today, to me, is cowardly. And again, while I hope we win the lot under this guy, I don't think we will. And I think that, again, this type of setup is why we're so consistently inconsistent. Because we'll nick a few games, win a few, and then we'll lose a few. It's just annoying. But anyway, let's be happy with a point. It's not a loss. No one likes to lose the derby. But at the end of the day, hopefully when we play them again next time, we'll just set up to really go at them and have a go. And let's get a win because, I just don't think they're that great. And by the way, closing in this, if Paul Pogba played like KDB did today, you'd never hear the end of it. Listen, KDB has not been good this season. And I know people are stuck on FIFA ratings and what people have done in the past. But listen, that guy, I just think there's something going on there. Maybe it's because they lack some striking options or something, but he just did not look good. Anyway, guys, it's been Sean from Worldwide Red Show. Make sure that you get involved. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. Until next time, next match reaction, I'm out.